get the brand new limited edition Pals Holiday Package available at thepalsmerch.com. Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Sub-Zero-Exabyte and I am coming right back at you with another video today. And as you might be able to tell, I am literally shook right now. I cannot even explain how scared I got after that jump scare. I mean, usually I am pretty fearless, but that just got the blood pumping, I can tell you that much. Now to calm down, I am going to be building a roller coaster. I mean, what is better than having a little nice train ride on a nice warm sunny day with a nice rainbow actually going on in the back? But that is not all that I am doing. Since I got so scared, I am going to protect myself with some Batman armor, and that will make sure that nothing happens to me while I am on that cart ride. Now this cart ride itself might not be all that scary, but I am still going to be very conscientious with my approach to this cart ride, since I literally just got the jump scare of a lifetime. So I am not taking any chances with this train ride, since even though it is going to be very peaceful, there are a lot of things that can go wrong today. Now you might be like, well, Sub-Zero-Exabyte, you are just a little weenie when you are doing that. Well, that might be so, but I am just not going to be taking any chances after what happened to me. And I am pretty sure that you all have seen what happened to me. I mean, I will just put in on the beginning of this video for all of you who have not seen it yet, just so that everyone can go around and see for themselves what horrors awaited me back home last night. But like I just said, usually I am pretty fearless, but after this happened last night, I literally have not closed an eye ever since all of that happened. So forgive me if I end up trailing off of my stories from time to time, because I might be kind of sleepy still, and that pretty much would go to show if I end up crashing the cart that I am supposed to be guiding along the tracks. So that kind of goes on into some traffic safety right here. So this is a quick PSA, which stands for a public service announcement. If you notice that you are sleepy or falling asleep while behind the wheel of a moving vehicle, then park your vehicle on the side of the road, or in a parking lot or a gas station or anything of that kind, so that you can make sure that you do not harm yourself or anyone else while participating in traffic. Now that might not be in effect for every single one of you, because I could place a bet on the fact that most of you all are too young to be driving in the first place. But this is just a quick PSA for you guys. Oh, and by the way, please do not do any of the stupid things that I might be doing in this cart ride, because even in Roblox things can get out of hand pretty fast. So just make sure that whatever you are doing, in real life or in Roblox, that you do not end up harming other people nor yourself in the process of doing something. Now of course you guys are not here to listen to me rant on about traffic safety in Roblox and in real life, so I would suggest that we would all just move on and start doing something that will actually make a change in this life. And even though that might not specifically be doing a cart ride, but at least it is a good start. But if I have got to be fairly honest right now, I think that we are kind of getting the hang of this cart ride thing right here. I mean, we have done like a lot worse in the past with these kind of cart ride videos, so I think that this is something that is going into the right direction for us as a team. And by us as a team, I mean you and I. And by you and I, of course, I mean myself. That is the I part, and of course all of you guys in the audience. Not a physical audience, but just everyone out there that watches my videos on a consistent and daily basis, which I would call the die-hard fan base of Sub-Zero-Exabyte, or I would just call them the subs. I mean, come on, that name is just the best thing ever to call my fan base, aka you guys. I mean, let me just recap this very quickly. You have got me, Sub-Zero-Exabyte, and then you have got you guys, the viewers, aka the subscribers. So I am sub, and you guys are subscribers. Then we usually call subscribers differently, because we are cool and all street and stuff, and we just call you guys subs. So I am sub, you guys are subs. That is just the best name for a fan base in like ever. I mean, there is nothing better than this. I literally could not come up with something better than subs. I mean, if you guys have more ideas about stuff like that, then feel free to leave your ideas in the comments, because I do actually read the comments. For you who might be asking themselves if I even read the comments, yes people, I do. I know that it might not always look like it, but I just cannot touch up on every comment that is being made on the channel or on the videos, because there are just way too many of you. Now of course that is not really something that I should be nagging about, because that is a good thing. I mean, the more followers that we all have, the better. That is right. So I am just going to be stopping with the complaining, and I am just going to be enjoying all of the stuff that we together, as subs, can go do in life. I mean, there are a lot of things that we could be able to accomplish, and we could be doing very big things. But right now, it is just time for kart rides. Now of course it will not all be easy because we will have to be making a lot of loop-the-loops, and that means that I might just get seasick, or car sick, or just any kind of motion sickness overall, which is not nice, but I will have to push through this to make it back to Bikini Bottom because that is my end goal in life. Okay, maybe not my end goal, but it definitely was right on top of my bucket list. It just did not make it quite to number 1, but you know which thing will actually make it to number 1 will remain a secret for now. Just take a guess at what that could be, and drop me a comment down below with what you think would be the number 1 activity on my bucket list. And no, it has nothing to do with the chum bucket from SpongeBob. No, I would not even set foot in that place because all they had was that darn nasty patty, which was looking particularly gross in that one SpongeBob SquarePants episode. Now that does not mean that I would not want to meet plankton, but I am just saying that I would rather take a bite out of the Krabby Patty than I would out of the nasty patty. But you know, the reason for that is pretty self-explanatory if you ask me. But you know, we are not anywhere near there yet. We have to make some revolutions around this track to actually get to the good stuff. But please guys, tell me that you are as stoked as I am to actually get to see the actual Bikini Bottom, because I am like dying out here right now. This is all that I have ever wanted since I was just a little sub, and now this is all coming true for me. I mean, the little sub inside of me right now is like jumping up and down, and I mean my inner little sub, like the little version of me. Wait a second, what is going on here? Why did we just derail? This cannot be good. But we must remain seated at all times, sub. But ain't nobody got time for that. So we will have to start all over again with this little train ride. That is a bummer. But I was talking about the little sub inside of me, which is not the little sub that I just got at Subway, even though that one might not have fallen so well after I chugged down an entire bottle of Baja Blast from Taco Bell, which is also one of the things that I love about my childhood. The fresh taste of a bottle of Baja Blast at lunch in high school. Those were the days, man. I could just talk about that all day. Or just going out to Taco Bell right now and getting a Baja Blast. It is just way too good, man. And if you never had a Baja Blast, then please just follow my lead and follow me to your nearest grocery store or Taco Bell, because I am actually not sure if Mountain Dew still sells those Baja Blasts in like Walmart or something. But I guess that is some food for thought and not food for my stomach. And that means that this is all for naught. So let's just continue on instead of talking about Taco Bell, Subway and Mountain Dew Baja Blast, because I am starting to get really freaking hungry, my man. So as we stroll along this empty place right here, we make our way to actually get to cool roller coasters again. Of course with a small delay, but you know that is something that can happen in this line of work. We cannot all be perfect. And of course neither is the freaking US railway system. I mean, who takes the train anyway, right? It is all just the subways and taxi cabs and of course the airplanes, but rarely anyone uses trains anymore. But then again, I bet that there is no way that you would be able to fly an airplane underwater to Bikini Bottom. But that is besides the point right now. So let's see what we can actually do next. I think that I might just go and look for a nice slip and slide to go off of to maximize the fun that we are going to have today. Because man, is this not just the best thing that has ever happened to a water park. I mean, with the hot water you can actually come here all year round, and it is Christmas themed. So who does not love Christmas? I would literally come to this water park every day in a Christmas sweater, and I would probably never grow tired of it, just because I love the Christmas holiday this much. But let's see what I can make from this jump. Let's hope I do well. Alright, we are going for that spinning action. That was basically just a tornado dive into the water, and it was actually pretty high, but it seems like I do not get afraid of heights when I am surrounded by the comfort of warm water and the Christmas spirit. Oh wow, man, I just cannot shut up about the fact that I love Christmas this much. It is just really weird because I usually always get afraid of heights, but it looks like the Christmas spirits are keeping me safe during these terrifying moments, because I really do not like heights. Alright, so with that said, Let's see if I can do the same thing from a little bit higher up. And I'm actually experiencing very little anxiety from the heights, because normally I would just be shaking on my knees and I would not even dare to take on step without almost falling to the floor. But that was an awesome jump nonetheless. I mean, I am really ready for today. So with a couple warming up jumps, I think that I might just be ready to go on and get to the actual water slides, because that is of course the main attraction of today. So let's take a look around and check out for ourselves what this water park has in store for us when it comes to water slides. And my hopes are up high. I mean, I have been planning this trip for a while, so I do not want to leave here today and be disappointed by the fact that the slides were not on par with my expectations. But it really looks like this platform is going up pretty high, so I am really excited for what is about to come, as long as I do not actually get anxiety from the height after all, because that would pretty much ruin my entire day. But would you look at this, there actually is a little obby part built into this park that is amazing, because now instead of dying when you fall, you just basically make a free fall into the water and you just end up in the water, where you can bath around in that hot spring down there. But come on people, would you just look at this view? This is just amazing. I would not trade this for the world. And oh wow, would you look at this? The night is falling and this water park just turned into a Christmas light festival. That is so cool. Would you just look at how amazing all of this looks, people? I am appreciating this so much right now. It is actually pretty weird just to think that I am here while I could just be sitting at home doing nothing at all. But instead I am out here for you guys, and I am actually having the time of my life in this park. I mean, I knew that it was going to be a lot of fun, but to actually witness all of this happening right now, that is just a cherry on the cake. I mean, this is beautiful. But even though this has already been really amazing, the fact that we still have not seen half of this place lingers in my head. But on the other hand, I am not even sure why there is no one here. Maybe it is because all of this stuff is really dangerous. I mean, that would actually make a lot of sense, you know. And maybe I should get out of here as well. Now, to make all of this a little more scary, here is a little story about Steve. But the story of Steve starts when he loses his parents when his brother Herobrine betrayed him. Steve lives with his pets Kevin, Bob and George until one day he met Alex and Butch the Ether Dragon, and they became pals to save the world of Minecraft from Herobrine. Steve, Alex and the pets go to the end to stop Herobrine's evil plan, and they battle the enemies. After hours of battle, Steve asked Alex if she wanted to live with him the rest of his life, and Alex said yes, and they became friends forever. Now this is a big story summed up in a very small section, but this is something real. I mean, this Steve guy has been through a lot, and I cannot imagine that someone like him would be able to keep his calm when something like the Herobrine would come show his head again, especially around the Herobrine Lake, where he notoriously fought his brother the Herobrine with tooth and nail. But that is not everything, because Steve has now become the monster of his own story. I mean, without his knowledge he is able to grow and completely turn into a well-rounded savage. It is the harsh truth, you guys, but it is nothing but the truth right here. It is just really weird to think about all of this, and I know that it is hard to be confronted with the facts like this. I mean, I never claimed that this was going to be easy. I mean, I would rather have been doing something else right now, but I cannot go home because I really do not feel safe there at all. So there is just no other place for me to go. And then when I decide to go do a cart ride to kind of reflect on everything and gather my thoughts, this happens. I mean, what are the odds that right on the train track there is this monster that we call the Giant Steve? I mean, if the horrors back at home were not enough, then this will definitely get you shook up like I got. I mean, it feels kind of bad to kind of unveil all of these dark secrets about Steve after we have been with him, and actually have been him for all of this time. And then after all of this time we get to see his true colors. Well, to me that is just hard. I mean, I cannot speak for everyone of course, but to me this is just something that will haunt me for a long time to come. But hey, at least we are almost at Steve's body, right? And that is what today is all about. Oh, did you see that head right there? I have got no fear, people. I will do anything to get what and where I want. I am a crazy rascal from time to time, and today those people down there blocking that track were really bringing out the beast in me. And would you just look at that? We are almost there, people. Are you getting excited? I know that I am getting excited. I mean, we are entering Steve's lair right now. I mean, we have been here before a long time ago. This is actually getting kind of creepy to see right now. I mean, I know that he is a Minecraft figure, but that his head would literally be that big of a block. That is kind of a shocker to me. Well, I guess that this was what I was so excited for. This is going to be very strange right now. I cannot believe that I have come this far just to see some Minecraft character. But this is insane. There is just nothing to say right now. My mind is literally blown right now. Okay, maybe not literally, but close to literally to say the least, you guys. But I want you to learn something from today. It is never okay to just hang around on train tracks. That can be really freaking dangerous, alright? So please do never do that, because I mean, those little carts right here did not have much effect on the guys that were on the tracks. But a train, I mean people, a train will just wreck you. So please promise me, leave a comment in the comment section where you promise me that you will not be hanging out on the train tracks. Then I will promise that I will never do it again as well. It is just this time for this video. Then I am stopping and never doing it again like it is supposed to. I mean, train tracks are for trains. If they were for people to walk on them, they would not have been called train tracks.